Hello guys, my name is Harley and welcome to my channel. Now with this channel the aim is pretty simple. It's basically going to show you my journey in starting Pokemon, and before I get into it and what I'm collecting, you can probably see what I'm going to collect. I just wanted to kind of talk to you about why I got back into Pokemon after 20 years. I mean, like, everybody played it when they were a kid, right? And didn't know the value of all the cards and, you know, what they're like today. But basically it started off, I was at work and everybody was on Pokemon Go. They're still playing Pokemon Go. I used to play it as well, to be fair. Back, I made my account in 2016, I think. Anyway, so they've been playing Pokemon Go and then they convinced me to get it and I started playing it, and then I was actually having a lot of fun with it. And they were also playing another game called Pokemon TCG, which you're probably all aware of. You open packs on your phone, you get that hit, you get that little rush. Really good fun. And what I noticed is it was really fun to kind of relive the childhood memories of, like, getting like a rare card, getting excited, and, you know, seeing someone else's rare cards and, like, you know, what's your collection like, what do you need, doing the odd trade, and kind of the community that it comes with, which is really cool. And I think as you get older, I think you lose a lot of that. Because, you know, you're busy working and you don't always get time to do things with your friends, and sometimes you don't always have the same hobbies. But I started doing it, and I've been enjoying, like, kind of the emulation, or, like, you know, the digital side of Pokemon. Anyway, one day at work, one of the guys said, "Look, I'm going in town. Did you want to come and, you know, check out the Pokemon shop?" It's not really a Pokemon shop. It is like a games store that sells Pokemon stuff. And he says, "Look, I'm going to pick up some cards. You know, do you want to come with me?" And I said, "Well, yeah, no, I can. I've never really bought Pokemon for the last 20 odd years, so I thought, yeah, why not? I've enjoyed the digital game. I'll come and actually play, have a little look, kind of see what the market looks like, let's say." Anyway, it was only on my lunch break, and we went to this store, and it had a few box sets, but they were quite expensive, and, you know, I didn't know what I wanted to do, because Pokemon, as you're getting started, is super, super overwhelming. Anyway, we ended up going to Asda, of all places, and I picked up, now I know, because I've done some research. You'll learn that when you get into Pokemon, you'll do research. I picked up this. It was only like, I think it was £20. And I thought, look, I'll open some packs, and, you know, it looks cool. And I opened a few packs, and I got a Dragonite, and it's in here, I can show you in a second, and something else. Nothing crazy, but do you know what? It was really fun just to kind of, someone else is watching you, you open a pack, and they're getting excited for you, and I miss that. You know, it's good fun. And you're like, you know, he was telling me, you know, you want to pull this, or, you know, if you pull that, it's going to be a real nice card. And some of the card arts now are just absolutely insane. They're really, really nice. Anyway, long story short, once I got hooked, I did some research. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just show you my starting collection, and I'm just going to tell you a few things about Pokemon as if you're getting into it. Alright, if you're new to it, because actually it's massively overwhelming, right? Because you've got 25 years worth of Pokemon to catch up on, and it can be overwhelming. So, before we get into that, I'll just go through. Now, you'll notice I have the Stellar Crowns in here, but actually this is the Pokemon Go. So you can see in the camera. There's a few Pokemon Go's, and I'll show you some of the cards, but we'll get to the Stellar Crown ones, you'll see. But the whole thing with Pokemon, I think if you're going to get into it, right, because you're going to have all these different types of people. You know, you're going to want collectors, 100% collectors. You're going to have people that are going to want to keep sealed things. There's different variations. I just like collecting and trying to complete a set, like a lot of people do, and it's good fun. However, when you're getting into Pokemon, there are so many different expansions that you can almost get overwhelmed, and you don't know what you're doing, and, like, the prices are crazy. So the first thing I noticed with the Scarlet and Violet was, you know, the 151 packs. Just the expansion pack is incredibly expensive now. It's getting really expensive, and here in the UK, quite hard to get hold of stuff. So I thought, as much as I'd like that, and I'd like the OG Pokemon like everybody else, I just don't think it's a good place for me to start, which was fine. So then I started looking at some other expansions, and basically what I decided on is, well, what cards do I like the look of? And I really like the look of the Stellar Crown cards. They were somewhat accessible. I don't have a lot of shops near me because I live in the middle of nowhere. However, when I go to work, I have some places near me. But I needed something that I could get my hands on that wasn't crazy expensive, and I really, really enjoyed the cards. So if you're going to get into Pokemon, your first thing you really want to do, guys, is start to just do some research. Kind of what the market's looking like, what the next big expansion is going to be like, because you might find you might want to jump on that one, or you might find you want a slightly older one. Now the prices are quite up and down with different packs, and different expansions having different rarities, because obviously they have something called hit cards and chase cards. You have to bear with me because I'm still learning a lot. This is like my 3rd week into it. You know, and Charizard that can really push up a pack's demand, and you're going to get people at scalpers that are going to, you know, buy everything out, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. And so once you decide a pack, then you've got to say, well, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this expansion? Am I going to do 100% complete? Am I going to be money conscious? Because I'd say put a budget in place of every month that you only want to spend so much, because you can just go crazy and spend a lot of money. You can. I mean, I think this pack of 6 booster was like £23. Now, look, I had to buy it on Amazon. I tried to look everywhere locally. I could not find it. Now, that's one of the issues I'm going to have going forward. But I'm hoping that they might come in stock in some stores. I don't really know. I'm still learning a lot. But do you know what? Going around with my friend, looking at different booster sets and what they had in the shops was really fun. And it just makes me feel like a kid again, you know, kind of being excited to see, well, you know, what store am I going to go walk into and what they got, you know. It was really good fun. And when I went away recently, I even checked theirs. I went all the way, we went to Rotterdam, Amsterdam, Belgium, checked a few stores, and they were out of Pokemon cards, so it's just an absolute phenomenon. But if you do get a shop and you do end up finding a pack that you like, I kind of think of them as little pockets of memory, because, you know, if you pull a card and it was at a certain destination at a certain time, it can really hold some like memories. Like each card will hold a memory, especially the big cards that you pull. And I like that. It's nice, and I get to talk to other people about it. I think that's what's really good about Pokemon is, you know, I've seen on Reddit the community, and they're really, really nice people. And I think as you get older, you really like that. It's nice. It's nice to have a bit of community and have a talk with people. So we're going into the Stellar pack right now. So got some cool cards. There is one card. I'm hoping I haven't passed it, but I'll check in a second if I have, because it's my favourite card I've pulled so far. I think the arts in this particular expansion are just super, super fun and super, super nice to look at. I think I've gone past him. No, there he is. So I've got a Lapras. I'm still learning all the rarities, but just the card art was just really, really, really nice. I love it. And I got a trainer card, which was, again, really gorgeous colours. Now, I appreciate that they have different values, and that's its own thing. But I actually, for me at the moment, you know, I really just like just collecting a set. And this is a set I'm choosing to do because at the moment it's not too expensive. I really like the set, and it's a nice place to start because you'll get overwhelmed. Pick a set, even if it's a cheap set, just to kind of get your head around it. And do your research, because there's so many things now on Pokemon in terms of like what's going on in, you know, people reselling things, you know, how much do you buy online, are you getting the right price, because prices, you really need to make sure you're not getting ripped off, and just kind of what you're looking out for. Like, you can go to a Pokemon site, I think it's TCG, that will show you the whole pool, like what's in the pack, so you kind of look for the chase cards, so you can kind of get excited. You'll normally know what a hit or a chase card looks like because they are absolutely beautiful. They're really, really punchy in kind of the way they look. And yeah, just chasing that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually open up these 6, and, you know, hopefully we get lucky. So I'm going to try and complete Stellar Crown. I'm not worried about whether it's going to outweigh what I get back out of it. I just kind of nothing beats pulling a card and getting it from a pack. It's just that rush, that hit. I think it's just really fun. And if it comes to it, I'll have to buy the last card if I need to buy that card, right? But I just really want to try and pull it myself. And then if I get to a 90+% completion and I think, do you know what, I may wait on the other cards and buy them out, and I'll do that. But for the time being, I want to see how far I can get until I want to move on to the next expansion, because another expansion might have some really cool cards that I want to jump onto. But yeah, that's this set right now. So as you can tell, I don't have a lot. I've pulled, I think I've had one of these already. This is my second one. And I think I did buy something that had a multiple, like two or three of each packs. That's why I've got this other binder, because I've got some other like Temporal Force and Paldea, which is another expansion I quite like the look of. But some of these card arts, man, they're really cool. And that's why I really like, even the commons are really cool to look at. And, you know, don't get me wrong, the chase cards are fantastic, but just some of these arts are absolutely fantastic. And it's just something wholesome, sitting down, pulling some cards like this. Alakazam, that's such a cool art. I love it. And, you know, hunting shinies. I mean, shinies and hollows, I think hollows aren't the big hitters anymore. It's the VXs or GXs. So see, I didn't even, here we go, like the GXs. I got that off my friend. He had like I think like this big box set, and then he had the metal card, and he didn't really collect it anymore, so he said I could have it. So I appreciate that. So yeah, so let's get some cards opening. So the idea of this channel, guys, is to really kind of go on a bit of a journey with you guys. I'm going to collect some cards, open them up for you, see how long it takes me to complete this, and do some learning, because Pokemon is incredibly overwhelming and there's a lot to learn, like a lot. Like, I'm sure there'll be people that will watch this video, if they do, that will say, look man, you're opening the packs all wrong. So it's just the way it is. But let's not to worry. But it's really fun. I think what I've really liked about Pokemon is that, I'm making an absolute hash of this open already, is that there's just a community and doing stuff with your friends. When I was, about 2 weeks ago, when I was getting into it and I thought I'd take it, you know, start collecting, I had to go to like a little bit of a suit check, basically. And on the way to that suit check, I was talking to one of my friends. I hadn't seen him for a long time. I still talk, and we have the odd poker night and stuff. So make sure you can see that, sorry. And I said, look, I've got into Pokemon. He said, yeah, but play Pokemon TCG. I thought, that's really cool. And having that, I don't know, that, not bond, but when someone else is like, hey man, I've been doing this as well, this is really cool, what have you got? It's just really wholesome and really nice. And with all the chaos in the world, it's sometimes just nice to kind of pull you away. Also, I do this just so I can kind of pick through the packs a little easier when I put them into the binder. And he was like, hey, look, do you want to pop round before we go to the suit fitting, and I'll show you what I've got. And he had all these binders, all these cards, and he was so excited to show me, and I missed that. That was really, really nice. And I thought, you know, this is what we do. And he told me, you know, every once a month, him and his brother meet up, they go house on a pack, and they all pull and watch each other pull, you know, their cards. And it's small things like that that I think that, you know, a lot of people miss. I think cool on this, we've got Lacey, I think that's a trainer. You have to bear with me because I'm trying to watch it through the camera. And an all for him. Now you have to bear with me because I actually don't know. I remember the chase cards and the big hits, but I don't remember them all. That's a cool card. It's just, I can't get over how awesome these cards are. Oh, bear with me. I need to put the light on my camera, see if it works. 1 second. There we go. I think that's a bit better, isn't it? You can actually see. This is way better. It's a really nice card. It's an EX as well. Cool. We'll put them over there. We'll put the energy just over there. And like they always do in all those videos, if you want to use it, you can. So here I am. And I don't know how long it's going to take me to pull all these, or even though I might not ever finish it. And if I do, if I get to 90%, I'm happy. And then I'll move on to another pack. But I just love the cards. The art of them is really, really nice. I'll show you that one. Helps if I show you the right way. There we go. And we'll see how long it takes me to get and complete Stellar Crowns. And if I pull something really good, that you can enjoy it with me. So I don't know a lot of these Pokemon because I haven't actually been in the world of Pokemon for quite some time. Don't judge me, but I've never actually, when I was younger, my parents never allowed me to have a Game Boy or anything, so I never played any of the Pokemon games coming up. I had a next door neighbour who did, called Tommy, and you know, I play on his, and that's kind of where I got my kind of Pokemon fix. But it wasn't very much because obviously I can't be around his every day. And I remember seeing all the games and the cards he had. It was really, really cool. Oh, sick! Look how cool Mewtwo is. Such a cool Pokemon. You know, back in the day when you're watching the movie, such a cool card. How cool that is. I put them down there. And Raboot. So I don't know a lot of these Pokemon. And so yeah, I never had a true fix, you could say, of Pokemon. Not like a lot of people did growing up, but in schools, things like that, everyone had Pokemon cards. Oops, sorry about that. My belly's pushing out. Push that forwards. Hopefully it doesn't budge. So I, you know, never actually played the game, but I always used to collect the cards. But when you're a kid, you just don't know what the value is. You're just kind of collecting cards because they're cool. But I remember the Pokemon games, and I recently I got a Switch about a year or two ago. My partner bought it for me, and you know, I've been playing some Pokemon on there. So kind of many years later, kind of got onto the Pokemon wagon. A bit late, but we're there. And now I'm on the cards, and I absolutely love the cards. I just love collecting them and seeing what we can do, how close, how lucky we can get, and see if we have any good pulls. See if we get lucky. Be nice to complete the binder, but God knows how long it'll be. Gravity Gemstone, that's kind of cool. It's a trainer card. I've had this one, I think, in a hollow or shiny so far, so I've got in a regular form. And see, some of these Pokemon just don't know. Oh, cool, Grand Treat. Now, if I'm not wrong, I think that's a good hit. That's a decent card. I'll do some research afterwards, but I'm pretty sure the Grand Treat is a good trainer card. So I'm happy to see I've got that. It's a gorgeous card. Look how cool that looks as well. Such a nice looking card. That's what I really like about him. I should sleeve it. I will. I've got sleeves, but I'll put it to one side for the time being. I will sleeve that. And this guy, which is the strangest looking Pokemon. Cool card though. I do like the card. And I've had him a few times. I shouldn't be upset. I put these in the wrong pile. I'll pop these over here. I'll put you on top of there, sorry. Though, cool. I like the Ancient, because there's a Jigglypuff as well. And an Energy. Cool, Raging Bot. God, look at that. Gorgeous card though. Absolutely. Such a cool looking card. I love that. Alright, so let's put him up there. So cool, I think we've got one good card so far. And it's something I don't have, which I'll take. And I've got a few cards I don't have, so this is going good. I'll take this. Let's open these packs up as well. You'll have to bear with me, guys. It's the first time I've ever done anything like this, so the camera could be right off. So, because I'm like looking through the camera and sometimes looking underneath. Let's do that there. There we go. Oh, that's for you guys. Right. That might have been my hit gone now, so I might just have a bad luck. Let's put you down there. Ponytail. Ponyta? Ponyta? Yeah, Ponyta. I can read, promise. Cubone. I love Cubone. There's a Cubone, Malwack. I can't remember all the names. Cool. See how nice the cards are. They're just so cool to look at. See, this Pokemon, I have no idea. Hopefully you can still see it. Let's put you down there. Ockerberry. Also, I've not actually played the game. I should probably try and play the actual card game. My friends do, so I'll ask if they can get me into it or show me the ropes, because I have no idea how to play it at all. This is a cool looking dude, isn't it? That's cool, that is. Let's put you down over here. That's a cool card. Oh, nice. Look at that. Let's put you there. That's a lovely card. And I think I've got him already. Future. So future cards are a thing as well now. And I guess the Ancients, so you got your past and future cards, which is kind of cool. Nice looking card. Oh, that's such a cool colour as well. But yeah, I do believe I already got him. But no, not a problem. So let's put you just down there. 2 more packs left. I'm very happy with that Grand Tree there. I'm pretty sure it's quite a good card, or decent value, or a decent card to pull in terms of like how often you can get it. But that's nice, because that's one less card that I need to worry about now. Oh, sorry guys. There you go. So, let's pop you over there. Nice. I remember this Pokemon. I don't know why though. Don't know why. I do not remember that Pokemon though. I watched Pokemon as growing up as a kid. I've got that in a shiny form, or whatever they call it, Ultra Hollow. And I watched a lot of the movies. And yeah, everyone loves the movie, especially the movies. They're going back sometime, making me feel old now. Oh, nice. Now I'm pretty sure there's a special variant of this card area, which is kind of like the Grand Tree, I think. Like, it's similar to that. Cool. I don't have it though, which is the main thing, so it's nice to have it. We've got a Buffalo. I've already got him here, no worry. A Dreadnought. It's a funky looking thing. I do love the cards. Cool. What's the last pull? Rhyperior. Pretty sure I've got a Rhyperior already. That's okay. We'll take him, and he goes there. And we've got an Energy. So put the Energy up there. One last pull. Now, I don't know in terms of how this works, if that Grand Tree is like my main pull. And that's the pack. I don't know. But we'll see. There you go. And turn it around. I will get faster at pulling, guys. You have to bear with me. This is new to me doing it at like this angle. I'm trying to watch my hands as well. Hoot Hoot. Such a cool card. Grubbin. Don't know what on earth that card is. Or what that Pokemon is. That's a cool Frogadier. Nice Pokemon. Put you over there. Pangoro. Nice. Basically like if Jack Black was a card, I guess. Put you over there. I remember this Pokemon. See, I make small memories of Pokemon. Right, nice card. Oh, nice. Got the, I guess, is that the Holo? Is that what they call them? Holo variant? And a Melmeta. So let's put you down there. A Melmeta. That's kind of cool. And an Energy. Nice. Cool. So we'll put you over there. So that was the video, I guess, guys. And, you know, like I said, if you're new to Pokemon, first do your research. There's some really good places, like, you know, your Reddit, your YouTube, loads of great places to get started. I would definitely get yourself a binder, right? You can get them on Amazon, £12, 15, 20, it's so worth it. Get your cards looked after. Get some sleeves from as well, about £5 to £10 for a pack of 50, it's so worth it. So if you do have some nice cards, you can put them away, look after them straight away. And I would strongly suggest, you know, keep to a budget and keep a game plan. Okay, so like, what expansion am I going to pick? Realistically, I only want to spend X amount per month, and you want to make sure that you have maybe a binder or two ready. Maybe, you know, one binder will do the whole Stellar Crown. If you want to mix it up, you might want to run 2 to 3 expansion packs. And the only reason you might want to do that is if you're out and about, at least you can keep an eye out. If one totally goes off the market through demand, you then got a cheaper pack to rely on or go to. Just so you don't get kind of caught in this rut where, you know, the pack you really want. So let's say I really was into the 151, which I do, I really like it. I just cannot justify the price. You don't get locked into kind of having to pay some really high prices, and to complete it, you're just paying bonkers money. You're going to have these things. At the moment, though, Stellar Crown's a really nice price point, I feel. And I love the card. I think the cards are really damn nice. So, yeah. But yeah, this is my journey. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll put these on a binder, and then we'll see in the next video. You know, every time I pick up like maybe a booster, or if I pick up a bigger version with like more packs, I'll do a pack pull, and then we'll see how far we've got to go in terms of completion. All right. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your time, and I shall catch you in the next video. Don't forget, as always, like and subscribe. I shall see you later. See ya.